When did you have your first boyfriend?
I had my first boyfriend. I was at camp. I was maybe 13, 14.
13, yeah?
13 years old, yeah. He was my first kiss.
Yeah, aw.
Yeah, actually, no, I lied. My first kiss was a girl, and that was in grade 3.
Ooh.
Yeah. This is wrong. You know what? Maybe we are too different.
All right, lit. So, Lucy, all right, we're here
Hey.
sitting with Stoo-ie. Okay. So we're out here at this secret location, you know, top secret tennis court, members only, you know what I mean?
Always.
Yeah, top secret. We're here with the lovely Lucy. Yeah. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. So we did a little shoot today.
Yeah,
And
we
how was
did.
that?
It was pretty dope. It was a lot of fun. It was a concept that I've wanted to do for a really long time, so it was pretty dope that, you know, we did that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was something I also wanted to do for a really long time. Tennis vibes.
Right?
Yeah, I think it was executed well. We used this lovely racket right here. We had a few other props. Actually, shout out to Dowood, our sponsor right here, for giving us this lovely table and these lovely kendamas. You can check that out at shopdowood.com. You know, shameless plug right there. Shout out to them. But yeah, so you always wanted to do a tennis shoot, you're saying. So you've pitched that to other photographers and they weren't into it?
They weren't into it.
Really?
They're like, oh no, that's too cliche, or like, they just weren't into it. And
Yeah.
it's like, come on, what are you talking about?
didn't
Like,
see
we
the
could just
vision.
do it totally different. Like,
Facts. So they didn't see the vision, eh?
no, they didn't see the vision. So
Damn.
it's pretty dope that you saw the vision.
Okay, I rate it for sure. So let's dial back. So let's tell the people a little bit about how we met. Do you remember how we first met?
I think it was on Instagram.
It wasn't. No. Okay,
Was
so
it?
I remember it was like a long time ago. I used to have an art gallery in Port Credit.
Right, your art shop.
Yeah, I had an art gallery in Port Credit, and I was literally just on the street painting. I saw this pretty girl walking down the street, and I was like, hey, she looks really pretty. I should ask her if she wants to shoot. And it was like history ever since. And after that, I think we did a rooftop shoot.
Yeah, we did a rooftop shoot
that's
in
pretty crazy.
Mississauga. That was pretty dope.
Yeah. And like, believe it or not, we met this person in the elevator that day, and he asked for my contact info, and then he actually owns this company called some stripper company. I ended up working for him after, ended up driving strippers and stuff, but I would have never met him unless I was in the elevator with a pretty girl. So it's like, it's crazy how all these things happen.
That's crazy.
If I never saw you on the street that one day, asked you to do a shoot, ended up shooting on the roof, we'd have never seen the person in the elevator, like, things happen like this. It's so
right?
crazy, for
I
sure.
know. Coincidence? I don't think
Right?
so.
Definitely meant to be. That's wild. So the people want to know a little bit more about you. Let's dial it back and let's go back to your childhood. Where did you grow up?
All right. I kind of grew up all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Mainly, I grew up here in Mississauga, different parts, like different areas of Mississauga.
Yeah.
Port Credit, along Cawthra. Like
Okay.
I went to St. Paul's High School.
Okay. So you probably know a lot of people in the Mississauga area then.
Yeah, I do.
Definitely. Okay. So and which high school? So you went to more than one high school?
I did,
Yeah.
yeah. I went to 3 different high schools.
You mentioned St. Paul's.
Yeah,
And which
St. Paul's.
Which other ones?
I went to Iona for 2 weeks.
Pretty girls go to Iona. It makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
I went to
all right.
Iona for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
2 weeks,
then,
eh? Okay. Just to get the Iona pass. You know, I've been there, done that.
It was in grade 9 though.
Yeah. Okay. Word. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and then I moved, and that's when I went to St. Paul's.
Right.
Then I moved to Brampton.
Okay.
And I went to Heart Lake.
Heart Lake. Okay. Yeah. Up north. Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's a vibe. And what type of girl were you in high school?
Honestly, I was just kind of the girl that just did her own thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't really like follow the crowd. I wasn't
Right.
really into what everyone else was doing.
Right.
But I was friends with like everybody from like different, I guess, cliques
Right.
of people.
Yeah. Nice.
So I was just kind of all over the place and
That's
doing my
cool.
own thing.
That's cool. And what type of music did you listen to?
Everything.
Yeah. What was on your playlist back in high school?
Mainly, like dance hall.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was
okay.
listening to
So,
a
like
lot of
Elephant
dance
Man,
hall.
yeah,
Elephant Man,
Vibes
Vibes Cartel, yeah.
Okay.
I was listening to a lot of like dubstep and drum
Yeah.
and bass and like
Right.
those heavy like techno beats.
Okay. And what about now? What are you listening to now? What's like the last thing you played on your playlist?
The last thing I played on my playlist today was some Afro music.
Afro beats. Okay.
Yeah.
Like some like Wizkid stuff like
Wizkid,
that.
yeah. I can't remember another one, but he's really good too.
Dave?
Starboy.
Starboy's fire.
Starboy, yeah.
Okay, okay.
I was listening to them while I
Yeah.
was getting ready, so.
Nice. That's dope. That's dope. Okay. So like, the fans want to know, get a little bit more juicy details, and let's get a little bit more juicy. So, so you listened to a little dance hall. You went to a lot of high schools. So when did you have your first boyfriend?
I had my first boyfriend. I was at camp. I was maybe
camp.
13, 14.
13, yeah.
13 years old. Yeah, he was my first kiss.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah. Actually, no, I lied. My first kiss was a girl, and I was in grade 3.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Secrets, crazy.
I know.
Whoa, didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
She just like randomly kissed me. She was like my best friend at the time, and she's like, "Hey, you want to like kiss me?" And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I guess at that age you don't really know any different. Yeah. Okay.
No, it's
Fair
just
enough.
like totally innocent. You're like,
Yeah.
whatever. It
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
really.
Nice.
But I would say like, I guess from a guy, it was, I was 13.
13
At camp.
Yeah. So I guess that's when you kind of first realized guys were interested in you and stuff.
Nah, yes and no.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just kind of weird. Guys were, but they weren't. They didn't really act on it. So
Okay.
me having a boyfriend wasn't really a thing.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the relationship in the camp lasted like 2 days.
Right, as all young relationships.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I mean, like, what
Not
are
surprised.
13-year-olds gonna do?
Definitely. No, fair enough. I've definitely had a few 48-hour relationships myself. For
Yeah.
Sure, for sure. Interesting. And then, so what? Okay, after that, when was your first serious boyfriend?
I was in high school. I was like 15 years old.
15, yeah. Do you remember his name?
His name was, I don't know if I should mention his name.
Shout out,
just
screw him.
We'll call him JJ.
All right,
Call him
yeah,
JJ.
JJ, yeah.
JJ was my first boyfriend, my
Nice.
first serious boyfriend.
Yeah.
He was a good guy, and he was really funny and intellectual and stuff, but like, you know, he cheated a lot.
Yeah,
He was, he liked his women, so that didn't really.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And what type of guys do you like? What type of guys turn you on? What kind of things you like on a guy? Type stuff like that.
Honestly, I like a good personality, someone who's just like good and wholesome, and I can have a good conversation with.
Right.
Those are kind of the things that really turn me on, like
Right.
looks and stuff. It's more so like a bonus for me.
Right, fair enough. Nice. And all right, so we got to know a little bit about the guys and stuff that you're interested in. And what about like hobbies? Like what kind of things are you personally interested in?
I like to do makeup.
Okay, yeah.
I like to create different looks and stuff like that, just straight out of boredom.
Right.
I also do photography as
Yeah,
well,
nice.
like mainly landscapes, and I just like to take portraits of my kids
Right.
and people.
Yeah. Okay,
So.
that's cool. And for makeup, what are a couple of your favorite makeup brands?
Ooh, yeah, I like a lot of them. There's a
Yeah,
lot of good makeup brands out there.
I just found out about Rare Beauty. I did a campaign for them this weekend. I did a photo booth, so I know a lot about makeup guys. Rare Beauty, I'm an expert now.
Yeah.
That's all I know, to be honest. That's as far as my makeup knowledge goes. But tell me, what do you like?
I like NARS.
NARS, okay.
NARS is, I would say, is like my favorite brand
Yeah.
all around. At least in terms of like the face, like
Okay.
foundation and concealer and all that stuff.
Right.
But for eyeshadows, I like Huda Beauty, Morphe, stuff with like a lot of color that I
Right.
can work with.
Yeah. Morphe. I think I seen that brand actually when I was working that event this weekend. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so you mentioned makeup and stuff, and you said you did a little bit of photos and sceneries. Where are some places that you like to take photos?
I like to take cliche photos of the CN Tower.
Okay, you gotta do.
I like-
yeah.
I
You're
mean,
not
you
from
got
Toronto
to,
unless you take a
right?
CN Tower photo. I feel like for
I like
sure.
to do like cityscapes, sunrises, sunsets, the beach, stuff like that. Like
Right.
anything really with like a good scenery
Okay.
that kind of just catches my eye,
Yeah.
or flowers even. Like I
Right,
love taking macro of
Oh yeah,
flowers.
the close-ups and stuff. Yeah. Okay, that's a vibe. That's a vibe.
I love
Nice.
it.
Nice. And so for modeling, when did you start that?
I started when I was 17.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
A friend of mine from church, she wanted
It
to.
always starts at church.
I know,
Oh
always
my
starts
God.
at church.
Always starts at church. Oh my God.
Oh, I know. And I was like, my first boyfriend was at Jesus camp.
Of course, of course. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but we met at church,
Yeah?
and she wanted to like practice her for photography and
Right.
stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, you know, you're tall and pretty. Like, can I
Yeah.
practice on you?" And
Right.
so she used to give me like these notebooks and like pamphlets and stuff like
Yeah.
that of different inspirations.
Yeah.
And I just practiced my posing. She would do her lighting and Photoshop
Right,
and all the
right, right.
works.
Nice.
And eventually, I kind of grew a nick for it, and I liked it.
Nice.
So.
Nice. And so you got more into like a little boudoir style, and when did you start getting into that?
Let's see, like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
And-
when I got into boudoir. First,
Yeah.
I was just only doing fashion and stuff,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then, you know, I was like, oh, why not?
Yeah, you know, for sure. Empower your body, you know, for sure.
Exactly, and that's what
Big
I
facts.
that's
Big-
what I do.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, and I work what I got, and I
Facts.
encourage other people to do the same.
As you should. Yeah, you look great. Why not? For
Thank
sure.
you.
For sure. So like, so the fans must be going crazy with all these photos. Like I've seen them for myself. They look great. Have you
Thank
had
you.
any like crazy fan experience? Any like crazy DMs that you want to mention or anything like that?
Dick pics, that's pretty standard.
Of course. Yeah.
I've received like videos of men literally ejaculating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad I can do that for you, but do you really need, is that necessary? Do I really
Right.
need to see that?
Right? Oh my gosh, that's wild.
Yeah.
Any crazy offers? Any like Dubai princes trying to fly you out?
No, I've had like some people from India be like, oh, when are you visiting India? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not.
Yeah, eh? I want to send you those rupees and shit. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, you haven't taken on any offers for any international prospects yet, eh?
No, not yet. I
okay.
mean, I wanted to this year,
Yeah.
right? I wanted to start like traveling New York and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I have a few photographers that I want to work with
For
from
sure,
there.
For sure.
But obviously, due to
The situation.
the
Yeah.
situation,
yeah.
like, we just can't.
Yeah,
Borders
yeah.
are closed, right?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So like, so you say you got some crazy fans send these photos all the time. What do you think these guys like? What is your best feature that you think these guys are most attracted to?
They're obviously attracted to my booty.
Yeah, the booty is what gets
It's
them,
the
eh?
booty.
Yeah, nice. And so you do you have an OnlyFans? Do you work on that at all?
I did have an OnlyFans,
Yeah.
but you know, I just kind of shut it down. I deleted it because I had a lot of issues with it.
Right.
I received a lot of complaints from my fans who subscribed, and they just kind of kept removing them out of the whim, like out of
That's weird.
nowhere.
So OnlyFans was removing your subscribers.
Yeah, they're just
without your knowledge.
Yeah, and
That's
so when
super
I
strange.
contacted them, like, hey, why are my fans dropping like flies, and
Yeah.
like they're complaining about it to me on my other social media platforms,
Right.
and they didn't really give me a straight answer.
That's wild.
They're just saying, oh, it's due to suspicious activity, and I'm like, but what is it that they're doing that's suspicious?
Right.
I mean, if they're saving my photos and videos, that's to be expected. I mean,
Right.
everyone's doing that that's
Right,
being
yeah, yeah,
subscribed
yeah,
to
totally.
someone's OnlyFans.
Right.
so.
Fair enough. That's wild. So maybe you got to get a new platform so you can keep these fans happy.
I do.
Nice.
I've been looking for a new platform, something where it's like consistent. I could just kind of customize it to make it more like me.
Yeah.
Something
Connect
that's
with your
just
fans directly.
exactly
Yeah, yeah.
something that's just easy, not complicated.
Right.
You know, so.
Nice. That's cool. So anything coming up that you want to tell people about? Anything exciting? Any news? I know the year's coming to an end, but anything exciting or something you're looking forward to for next year? You said you want to maybe travel.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I wanted to start traveling, so
Yeah.
hopefully next year, maybe New York. I guess
Okay.
New York will be the first destination.
Yeah. Have you been to New York before?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's been a dream of mine.
Yeah.
So I've always dreamed about going into like the actual city that never sleeps.
Right.
and
So like Manhattan, I would guess, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Nice.
Visiting Brooklyn, I want to, see the bridge and everything. And just
Yeah.
experience the whole like New York experience, whatever it is that you're supposed to.
Yeah, of course.
experience the
Stand by
New
Statue
Yorker.
of Liberty, you get the dollar slice pizzas.
Yes!
Ride the subways. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely got to go through all the boroughs, hit up Brooklyn, hit up Brooklyn, Bronx, there's Queens, hit all that up. Yeah, for
Central
sure.
Park.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
All
Nice.
that.
Nice. Were you a big Sex and the City fan?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like that all took place in New York, right? Yeah. So that whole vibe, I'm sure you're into that.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
100%.
Nice. All right, cool. So is there anything you want to ask me at all?
So what got you into photography? What got you into doing this podcast?
Yo, interesting. So like photography originally, like it started with as bad as it sounds, it started with the girls that I was sleeping with, and you know,
Hey, at
truth
least
be
you're
told,
being honest.
truth be told, like it started like that, and I was just like taking these cool photos, and I was like, yo, this is sick, and then I kind of just expanded and started working with different models and approaching different people, and just started taking it more serious, and just wanted to expand from that because I feel like that's just one dimension to my personality. So I just
Definitely.
always wanted to expand and be able to show the world more of like who I am and stuff. Because I feel like people just see my name on body parts on my page. They
Yeah.
don't really get to know who I am. So I feel like this is a way to expand on that and also let
Definitely.
people know about the models and stuff.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it's really cool what you're doing, and you know, just kind of like empowering other models out there and just showing some love and support. I think that's really cool of you.
Yeah, no doubt. So I really appreciate your time. Thanks for coming out.
Anytime.
Any shout outs you want? Anybody you want to shout out? Any of the fans?
Let's see.
I want to shout out my boy Diego. He's helping with all the work right now. You know,
Hey!
big facts.
Well, I want to shout out to my fans.
Yeah, no
So,
doubt, for
you know,
sure.
they're always supporting me. They're
Yeah.
always
You're
by
always
my
checking
side.
Lucy out, right?
Always checking
Always
me
checking
out.
Lucy out. Okay. A big shout out to the Lucy fans. Thanks for everybody for coming checking this out. This has been Sitting with Stoo-ie, and we'll catch you all next time. Gang.